Welcome to the update on the draw of the 2022 Australian Open. We're only going to be taking a look at the men's singles draw because that's what we're going to cover in my channel. I wish I had time to cover the ladies too, but I really don't. So we're going to be covering the men's singles side, and there's been a change right here. This was supposed to be someone else playing. We all know who and why. Mr. Novak Djokovic. Instead of him, now Caruso has taken his place, Italian, who did very well on the qualifying matches but could not upset the finalist, who eventually was the qualifier. We're gonna go to the qualifying rounds here, and we'll see Caruso was in the final there. He lost 4-3 to Taro Daniel, but now he's in the draw. Kind of a lucky guy with all the drama going on. He's the one that really benefited personally from the whole thing. But anyways, let's go back to the main draw here for the men's singles and take a look. We're just gonna take a quick look today. Djokovic's absence leaves definitely some room for others to get ahead, like this match right here, Quarry and Sonego. It's gonna be a good match. I suspect the Italian's gonna move on, but he would have to face Djokovic in the third round if he's able to get there. But now he would be facing one of these four guys, Qualifier. I don't think one of these guys is either 50 in the world, so it opens up a lot of possibilities for these guys. Monfils also benefiting because in the fourth round, and he is very likely to get there if he's able to play as he's been playing recently. He could make it to the fourth round, in which case he could even be the one that moves on to the quarters. Del Boni is another name. Oh, it looks like they're already playing a match. Yeah, he's 2-love in the second set. He lost the first set. This is great how they have the updated draw here. It is already the 17th in Australia. Here in United States, it is still January 16th. But in Australia, they're already playing January 17th. It's early in the day, I guess, and there's matches going on. Might even be later in the evening, actually. Well, I don't think it's the evening. No, it's early day. But anyways, it's about 8 p.m. here in the United States in Central Time. Anyways, Korda, that's another good name. Going against the number 12 seed, 26-year-old Nori. I did actually never heard of him. That's worrisome because I would remember this name and I can't remember him, and he's number 12. So that tells you how much I've been out of the loop in this past couple of years. But it's a good number here. He's got a good percentage of wins, $5 million. He's doing well. The Brit. Let's see who else we got. Fonini, also a contender. I believe we're still on the top half of the draw. Busta, number 19th seed, always a good contender. He can get to the fourth round. He even could end up being a quarterfinalist if he's playing well. Alcaraz, the 18-year-old kid, this guy is definitely one to watch for. He's a wild card, 18 years of age, 33 in the world, and he's been moving up fast with a 65% win ratio. Yeah, this is really good. One singles title, $1 million. Not hating at all. But that's definitely one of my favorite to watch. Hopefully he's healthy. This is an interesting match that's going on. They're on the fourth set. It looks pretty even. This is gonna be a good matchup here. Let's see. I don't recognize either one of these names, but let's see what they're about. So one Fucsovics. Yeah, I've heard his name. I've seen him around. Number 38 in the world. He's sort of a veteran, not too old, but 29 years old. He's been playing for a while, about 220 matches, 215, $4 million, one title, and his opponent is Lajovic, who is 43 in the world right now, Serbian. Berrettini. It is very early in the match, so nothing to watch there. Zverev, number 3. He's getting that's a very wild card. I mean, this person could be out soon, or he could go to the final or win the whole thing. He is a very wild card. I really don't expect him to win, but who knows? I mean, he could be losing in one match, 2 sets to love, and then just start playing the best tennis of his life and not stop playing that kind of tennis for the whole tournament. So, very wild card, good one to watch. Millman, a lot of Australian names, of course. Lopez is in. Oh, Lopez. Let's see how he's been doing lately as far as ranking. I've said this before, I don't expect anyone to beat Medvedev this year in the Australian. I think he's gonna win it. That would be my bet, is that Medvedev is going to win, especially now that Djokovic is out. Oh yeah, Feliciano Lopez, he's still in there, man. 40 years of age. Wow. Respect the lefty. Very good player. I'm trying to remember if he has a one-hander backhand. I think he does. He might have a one-hander backhand. He's playing Millman. Millman, also a veteran. Also a very good player. Number 80 in the world. Well, 32 years. That's a big difference. That's 8-year difference. $4 million. I'm gonna actually give that one to Feliciano, because even though he's older, he's got the experience and he's got the stats and the height, the power. A lot of names, of course, 128 players. Opelka, number 23. Looks like we have our first player that has moved on to the second round, which is kind of interesting. And there's Nadal going against an American, Gyron. I don't know. I actually don't know who he is. 66 in the world. Not bad at all. That's, almost $2 million in prize money. Nadal's going against him. We expect Nadal to go far, and I don't expect him to get to the finals, to be honest. I would give it to Zverev or even Monfils. I mean, I don't know why I don't think Nadal can pull it off. I have a feeling, but I may be wrong. He's definitely one to watch out, and we cannot count him out. He could even win the whole thing. I've already said that in a previous post. But Ruud, also playing really well. Number 8 in the world, 23 years of age. He could also make a surprise, although we don't hear much of him going deep in the Grand Slams. I think this might be his year. I think he's been playing really well, really good tennis recently. Seppi, the veteran Italian, going against, let's see this player here. Let's close some of these. Camille Marchak. I'm gonna butcher his name. I'm not even gonna try. 107 in the world, so should be a simple match for Seppi, who's currently, I mean, he's not ranked much lower or higher, but I mean 98, you know, that's not great, but he is a veteran. He's played tons of matches and made tons of money, $12 million. That's at 37 years old, veteran. But you cannot count him out because he'll move on, in my opinion. Although Deminauer, more likely. Deminauer is one of my favorite players in the tour. He definitely has a game that no one finds easy to beat because he's very consistent. He moves very well, and he grinds for points. And he's a young kid, you know, he's 22. So he's one to watch out for. I don't think he'll make it deep because of his lack of, you know, basically power. But he could also be a bit of a wild card. This is another match to watch for. The Basilashvili, I always butcher his name, and Murray. I think they had a prior meeting in Sydney just before this tournament, so that's gonna be very interesting because Murray won, and it was a third set match, and to me it seemed like Basilashvili or however his name is pronounced, sorry guys, I think he was kind of pushing a little bit, kind of trying to just tire Murray out, but Murray was holding his own and serving amazingly. I mean, he is a legend in a way, Murray is, and so it's kind of funny because I had thought he was out. I mean, his comeback to me was a bit of a joke because he had been so injured and, you know, had the whole stigma of being the weaker of the four, you know, the four gods of tennis, and he kind of dropped out early because of injuries and stuff. So when he came back, I thought that he wasn't gonna get back into the game, but in that tournament in Sydney, he proved he still has some juice left in him, and so I don't expect him to go far in this tournament, but I would not be too surprised of an upset here and there. So that match is going to be a toll on him, but he can pull it off. Okay, Steve Johnson, number 84. Not much of a contender, but he is one that can also upset many of top players because of his power. So going against Thompson, I think that's gonna be an interesting match. Also very similar numbers here, and you know the ranking. So that's 84 and 73. It's a good matchup. 27 years old versus 32 years old. So it's gonna be a good match. Good, always can sneak in as well. Sinner, very good player as well. This is interesting. Oh, it's 11. The Sinner is 11. Sinner, the Italian. Number 11 in the world. $3 million. He's a young kid. He's coming up. He plays amazing tennis. Who else? Cole Schreiber? Wait, hold on one second. Is this for real? No way. How did Philip Kohlschreiber sneak into this tournament? I thought he was older. He's actually not that old. He's 38. He still has, you know, some juice left, but come on. I mean, I thought this guy was gone. I never imagined that he was still playing. Actually, one of my favorite players to watch, because back in the days when Federer and Nadal and Djokovic and Murray were going at it, he would always be in the middle of those fights, and Really fun player to watch. So I'm glad he's in the tournament. I'm actually pretty excited about that. I don't think he can go far at 132 in the world, but I wonder how he got in the tournament. He must have qualified, but I'll check that. Tiafoe is definitely someone to watch for. He's going against the quarter finalist, and if he does win, he would go against the winner of these matches, most likely a good, which would not be good news for Tiafoe. So Fritz, another player, American, that's been doing really well. He's playing against the quarter finalist, against the qualifier from Germany. So Fritz is definitely one to watch out for this year. I think he's probably at the top of his career or coming up to it. Dimitrov, 26 in the world, playing against another qualifier. Pierre, the French, always fun to watch. He's going against Monteiro. I don't know Monteiro, have I heard of him? He's from Brazil. 41%, okay. I mean, he's been around for a while, from 2011. Tsitsipas, Rublev, that's another one to watch. Wild card, could move up to the quarters, maybe the final. He's definitely got the game. He's been playing better and better and better each of these past 2 years. Each month you can see progress in his game. You can see the passion, you can see the hunger. So definitely I'm gonna be watching out for Rublev. But of course I don't think he can win against Medvedev. So Goffin, another good name to watch. He got a tough luck drawing up the number 24th in the draw, 24 seed. Daniel Evans, American, 31 years old, with almost $5 million in his pockets. So Goffin's gonna have a tough time. He's been moving down the ranks. He used to be high up there, but not so much anymore. 45 in the world. I wonder what's going on. But 60% win ratio, that's really good. He might have been injured. I gotta look up on that. Of course, Aliassime, he's very good Canadian young guy who has a lot of promise. I was really excited to watch him play Alcaraz. I think it was during the US Open, if I'm not mistaken, of last year. He was not able to, he was able to win because Alcaraz pulled out fairly early in the match due to an injury. But Felix was playing amazingly at the end of last year, so another one to watch out for. He's number 9, which is not a bad number to be in this tournament. Schwartzman, number 13. I don't think he can, in this surface, do so well. He's smaller than most of these guys, but he definitely has the movement and the shots. He just does lack a little bit of size. That's all really, because Schwartzman is not only one of my favorite players, but also a great contender in any tournament. Also a wild card. He could also give everybody a surprise. Unlikely in my opinion, but Gaston is playing O'Connell he's a wild card recipient from Australia. A lot of Australians receive, of course, wild cards. 173 in the world. That's pretty low, 26%. Only about 20 matches in the tour, with not even $1 million. But I'm glad he's in there. He's gonna get paid no matter what. Machao will qualifier against Kerundolo. Let me see, Kerundolo, sorry. He's Argentinian. Juan Manuel. I like how the Argentinians sometimes have two names, right? Juan Martín del Potro. Like 5 names. Like it's just first name and last name. Juan Martín del Potro de Las Vegas Villanuevas. That's kind of cool. Richard Gasquet, one of my favorite players. But first off is Isner going against a fellow American, Cressy. I don't know much about Cressy, but I do know that Isner is no longer the top ranked United States tennis player. There's someone else, I can't remember who it was. Fritz, I think it's Fritz. Fritz is number one, I think, now, as far as American players go. But Isner's number two, going against Maxime Cressy, 24 years old, kind of a new kid from Paris. He's born in Paris, and he's playing for the United States. That's a good number. I mean, he's got a good start, 600. So another one. I like to watch these, not so young guys come up and, get paid and get their chances off Isner, who's, basically all you have to do is break him one time, and you're way more likely to have a possibility of winning. Humbert is a really good player, French. Humbert, maybe. I know I'm butchering every name here, but I didn't take a class on names. It's like how are you supposed to know how to pronounce names? It's just like you gotta listen to them, and sometimes even the people who do the commentaries, sometimes they get it wrong too. They mispronounce some of these names. But anyways, Gasquet. I just messed up there because I pressed the wrong button. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Richard Gasquet, French player, 85 in the world. He's been moving down in the ranks, but he's got a good ratio. Single one-hander backhand, I like that. 15 singles titles, that's impressive, but 35 years old, also veteran, but he's always in there, and he might upset. This is gonna be a good match. I would watch this match. Two French going at it. What could be better? I'm not gonna try to pronounce these guys' names. We're gonna call him Bondi. That's what we're gonna call him, Bondi. Looks like from Holland. Is that Holland flag? Yep, they're from the Netherlands. 60% win to lose ratio. That's 1812. $1 million. 26 years of age. Against Struff, the German. I know this guy. He's been around. Let's see. 31 years of age. 50th in the world. About more than 300 matches on his belt. He's made a bit of money. That's good for him. Good for him. Okay, moving on. The qualifier, Brody against Kyrgios. Oh, I really hope Brody can win. And actually, I'm gonna say, guys, this is not looking good for Kyrgios. Even though Brody's only 127th in the world, he has been playing really well. I mean, he qualified, so he had to win those 3 very hard matches. So that's definitely another one that could be an upset, and I doubt that Kyrgios is gonna play well because of how he's been playing lately. Because if you look at his stats or his ranking, he's not looking great. But he is in his hometown. He's gonna have the crowd behind him. Anything can happen, and he's wild. So we're in for a wild match right here. Especially Brody's playing well. And then finally Medvedev, number 2 in the world, which it makes him number 1 now. If you think about it, he's number 1 in the tournament because the number 1 is gone. Kicked out. But number 2, impressive numbers, pulling in 13 titles. He's definitely going to be a legend, in my opinion. This guy where he's not done. He's just getting started, and his confidence, his game, his demeanor, everything tells me he is just going to keep getting better and win more and win more. But that's just my opinion. He's going against Laaksonen from Switzerland. I hope I didn't butcher the whole name too badly. 29 years of age. Not gonna be a problem for Medvedev. Is gonna be, sadly for him, this number is gonna be 47 to 62, which is gonna put his percentage down. But he'll get exposure, which is great in this sport, and he'll have an opportunity to match his game against world number 2 and the tournament's number 1 player. And that's it. That's the whole thing. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on the draw. You know, we went through most of it. I hope I didn't, you know, make you dizzy with all this. Oh, Shapovalov, I didn't see him earlier. He's playing. He's winning 2-1, but the match is not over, so that's going on right now. I hope you were able to watch the tournament. But as soon as the results come out for the first round, I will I will update you guys on matches and what's been going on. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the chat, and let me know what you think, who you think is gonna win, what do you think about this name here, and any match that you want me to just cover more in depth, let me know, and we might be able to do something like that. In any case, I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.